Hey everyone, it's Tiffany and I'm here with my top 5 things I worry about most when having a child with a disability, as well as the top 5 things I dislike about having a child with a disability. So I'll start off with the things I worry about. The first thing is what she feels. So if she has a mosquito bite and she's itchy, I couldn't imagine having like a mosquito bite and wanting to itch it so bad and not being able to. Or if she's sore, she can't move herself. So things like that I really worry about. I just hate the thought of her, I guess, suffering. The second thing is Mikayla getting pneumonia. She's had pneumonia 3 or 4 times now, and I hate seeing her sick and in the hospital, so I dislike that. Number 3 is Mikayla's breathing. She has very raspy, phlegmy breathing, and I worry if she's getting enough oxygen the way she lays or sits, because when she sits up she has a very hard time, so I worry about her breathing. Number 4 is I worry about Mikayla going into a seizure. Her seizures have gotten better because we just increased her medication not long ago, but I worry about her going into a seizure because, again, I don't like seeing her suffer. I know they don't realize what happened, or they forget all about it afterwards, but I just don't like seeing her in a seizure. And number 5 is losing Mikayla in the future. Through my research with lissencephaly, I noticed that a lot of children don't last past 10 years, so I know sometime in the future I will lose Mikayla. I hate the thought of that, because I know, I guess it's eventually going to come, whether it's 10 years or 30 years. Hate the thought of losing her. So that's the top 5 things I worry about most when having Mikayla. The top 5 things I dislike about having Mikayla. Number 1 is traveling with Mikayla. It's very difficult to travel with Mikayla. She has to stay in her wheelchair and travel in my van like that. And it's very difficult because she has a hard time sitting up and breathing. So I always have to have someone with me to travel with Mikayla. So if you saw my video, top 10 things I like most about having a child with a disability, I'll have it linked below as well. But if you saw that video, then you'll know that Mikayla eats at strict times of the day, and I have a strict schedule. So when traveling with her, it makes it very hard, because at those times, if we are on the road, then I have to stop and feed her and things like that. Number 2 is because I have Mikayla so young, and with my situation and her situation, I don't get to, I guess, not party as much, but hang out with friends or do things I would like to do, because I always have to care for Mikayla. Of course, there's the odd time where Kyle will watch Mikayla and I get to go out and do shopping and things like that, but it's nothing extravagant. Number 3 is when I have Mikayla and we are shopping, and say we're in the mall or Walmart and people stare at us. I would much rather ask what is wrong or spark up a conversation than to just stare and have the person know I'm staring. So I don't like when people stare. If you are one of those people, just ask. Honestly, I'm the type of person that doesn't mind just telling you what is wrong. Number 4 is I don't get to see Mikayla develop, and I probably never will. When I had Mikayla, she did start developing. She did start rolling and start sitting up and not starting to speak, but she would say mom and things like that. And when her seizures started, it was all taken away from me. So that's one thing I very dislike, is not being able to see my child develop the way they should. And number 5 is seeing Mikayla in pain. I've gone through surgeries with her. I've gone through pneumonia, like I said before, and no one likes to see their child in pain, but when they can't tell you how much, you just see them crying and you can't do anything about it. That's what hurts, is not being able to do anything about it because of the situation. So that's my top 5 things of what I worry about most, and my top 5 things I dislike most about having a child with a disability. If you have a child with a disability and you dislike or worry about things, leave them in the comments below, because I'd love to hear what you worry about and dislike about it. I'm sure we share some of the same thoughts on this. So leave it in the comments below. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't leave sad or upset. I love my life very much, and we make it through the heartbreak and difficult times just to get to the more happier times. And like I said before, I will have my top 10 things I enjoy most about having a child with a disability, and I actually came up with that list a lot easier than this list, so that should be a good sign. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Like and subscribe. Bye guys.